the light show.
Would there be a park that would be suitable?
A drive-through like that?
A really
And you can
nice
turn the
big
radio
park
on
that
to
you could-
music.
Probably Independence, because it has a big old driveway that goes in and out, kind of similar to Round Rock, lighting, the Round Rock lighting that they have in the old Settlers Park in Round Rock. And it's pretty the only strip that you can actually, and I like that idea, because you go in, there's a nice traffic flow, you come into the north and you go out to the south, and nice tunnels and all that.
There was, with the city I grew up in, there was one park that had the light show, and you would start at the beginning of the park, and you would turn on the radio to a certain
Yeah.
station, and then the lights are timed.
It's
to
an
that
XM radio
station.
thing, yeah.
And
This is what this guy Randy did at Bartlett and at Slaughter. You turn on the radio and
Yeah.
but you have to be in your car to stay in it.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Oh, it's not a drive-through. You
No,
just
this one wasn't.
sit. You
No,
just park.
You just take part.
So I mean, I really think, and I don't know whether it would be best for parks to present this to the council, but like Mr. Can is suggesting, certain parks lend themselves more readily to certain activities.
Agreed.
And it's not Central Park has the Kite Festival, and it's awesome. Maybe, is it Slaughter you said?
Independence.
Maybe Independence is the Christmas light show,
Correct.
and it just lends
The
itself.
eastern one will probably fall in Magdalene, for example.
And maybe
Or
suggest
just
to
Laredo
council,
Park, the outlets.
you know, listen, your park in your district really lends itself to this one huge event each year. So why not consider making
Independence is-
that your big
Or
event
many of them.
each year, instead of, you know, there'd be 6 things.
And I think the way to approach it would be with expense. Once you start talking about how much it's costing, how much is.
Well, I'll bring it up to my city councilman and see, you know.
Because I don't know which parks in her district would best lend themselves to.
And the way to go is, I think, to talk to your district, to your council member, so that they can bring that item up. If they bring it up and carry more weight than have ours to bring it up there.
Right.
Sure. You know, I'll elaborate once they bring it up, I'll have these figures to back it up and everything. But I like that idea. Hey, Independence is for Christmas, all animals for Easter. Park, I haven't thought about Park by the outlet,
Yeah. True.
you know, so that'd be
Which is,
Yeah.
tremendous, that's,
which would be Independence.
That would be
Independence
ideal.
of
like
the
that.
parks there, but it's really.
That'd be ideal.
ideally,
I guess they shared it. One that you shared it.
Oh, yeah. Because guess what happens? Guess what happens? We have to pull people out to go to Christmas park, and guess who takes the hit? The other parks. Because
The other parks.
Yeah, the other parks are not being
They're not-
worked on.
City councilman?
And then,
I'm gonna.
How does the city take care of maintenance? Is like, is there a crew for certain parks or?
so what we have is, so what we have is, we do an inventory of parks, and I'll bring it to you so you can see what that inventory that y'all did for me, that every crew in their parks. So we can please bring it, we'll bring it to the next staff meeting, so what the ladies did was, we have a crew of 4, for example, and those crew of 4 are assigned to these 4 or 5 parks. And we kind of go by manpower, by the number of acreage of the park. So it's recommended by Parks and Rec, the National Parks and Rec Department, that 1 employee for every 11 acres. This area here has got 44 acres, so we need four employees, and we kind of matched that so that everybody, all the parks, and yes, we are growing. We're about to get the 2 parks in San Isidro. The ones they're building by, I don't know if you all aware, right behind Academy, going toward United High School. Nice little park, Mr. Murphy and all San Isidro, all that, they did what they built, and they're gonna turn it over to us. And so that's gonna extend us up there as well. So we are growing, but of course, manpower started getting less and less. So what's gonna happen? We have these events and we pull our guys out to those events and those parks. And then we get 311 calls, hey, we have to cut the grass here or something wrong. And there you go, we're being reactive instead of being proactive, you know, and that's the only my concern there is, again, I've been here for 4.5 months and I can see now where, you know, we can be more efficient in the way we do our things, you know, so we're, you know, it's just a matter of coordinating everything and everybody with the right way. I understand the councilman want to do for their, I wish we had that when we were kids, that we had parks that we could go to growing up with lighting. It's a great idea, but it is costly and it is, you know, just on that, so hopefully.
How often does the I mean, not, you don't drive through it, you walk.
You walk through it.
Yeah, and it gets very full of people.
It depends on the weather too.
And it's what I was telling Monica is that, they try to do that at Barley Park.
They try to, a little bit, they do it more at Slaughter.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
But Councilman Murray didn't want the trail lot, they wanted to focus more on the front area, because we had never used the splash pad, it was pretty neat. We did the actual splash pad, like Christmas,
Oh,
dancing to Christmas, like, with Christmas music and lighting, so we got away from the walking trail.
Is there a splash pad Independence?
Splash pad Independence, no splash pad Independence.
Well, I like that idea too. I mean, if people need to park and then walk through the trail of lights, that would be fine too.
I think for me, it's just one. Like just one.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
one. And
It'll be a
everyone goes
destination.
there.
One,
And be incredible and it would get a lot of buzz and people would, everyone would say, bring everyone together.
Do a huge park. Okay.
Yeah, so something you can bring to your councilman, and then we can,
And you know, what, maybe I think we can start working on developing ideas for the city. Maybe try and pick pony on our end, what parks, and then we can ultimately send that over as like, hey, you know, that way it's also destinations. We want people from other parts of the city to visit other parks.
Yes.
So it'll be kind of,
yeah, I agree,
it'll be a destination plan.
I didn't know we had all these trails and parks over here in the south end. I lived over here by United. I came on board, my God, there's a lot of stuff out there that, wow, you know, I'm glad to
I've
see it
taken
now.
many people to Slaughter and you're amazed, like, we have this here.
No.
It's a nice, beautiful.
The trails is unbelievable, you know, también.
I know we've been saying this for 6 months, but I'd really like to see if we could set a
You know, Saturday morning, so we
drive
can
us
get,
around and, I mean, I'll drive, just,
no, we'll get a city vehicle and drive you all around and have gators there, so we can show you the parks and the trails, you know, we just need to, now that the weather's gonna get a little bit better, hopefully in February or March,
yeah.
we can pick a Saturday morning and,
Maybe March.
The committee's complete as well. I mean, obviously we'll coordinate a date and we'll do that. Some carne somewhere.
yeah, that's good. Well, we'll definitely, I know, we just gotta get everybody together and
That's
the day,
That's a good way to start, you know, thinking and planning about proposing this plan, about using different parts for different purposes. You know, put something together and it being well thought out and say, hey, council, this is what we did in the last 6 months and, you know, we evaluated with the department and this is the expense, this.
well, so come up with a plan that these are the,
Yeah, because I think there's just way too much duplication, I agree.
mhm.
And I get the idea of the council wanting to bring it to their district, but I
Right.
think there's a lot of, wasted.
I'm not alone.
So I think we'll approach it in that sense, Rudy, and you know, we'll have it come from our end and then push that idea,
Right.
and we'll all work together on having that plan, the Christmas master plan.
I have a question. In March, the city goes to DC every year.
First week of March.
And I know the weather often is really cold and parks don't look very nice, but I'm wondering if it's possible to put together a little tour of some of the nicer parks maybe in Virginia, so council can go through them. I think jog their minds.
Chairwoman. So, one of my good friends is a Parks and Rec director at Run Rock.
Mm-hmm,
He is Rick Atkins. Real good friend of mine, I've met him through baseball and so on.
mm-hmm.
So, I am setting up a tour, a 2 to possibly 3-day tour for Round Rock, Taylor, Austin, and San Marcos.
Okay,
And we're gonna go see those parks and rec centers so that we can visit with different Parks and Rec department to see what they do to look at the parks. And we're going to visit the central Texas area to see what they have and what we can, look at and all that
can
stuff.
you swing by the San Antonio Park?
Sure, we can
I
find it.
don't know the name of it.
I would, if it's okay with you, I need some board members to come with us.
It's-
Some of you all.
I can find it.
that maybe we can take a look for 2 days and leave one morning, spend a couple of days
It
over
might
there,
come
and
up
take a
on
look at
Google.
parks. and
What's it called, what's the area?
It has an Asian name.
Where is it? Hemisphere Tower?
Hemisphere Tower, we're Unions in Dallas. Hemisphere Tower. It's Hemisphere, it's not necessarily Hemisphere Park.
Oh, it's not
But-
Hemisphere Park,
It's, I mean,
because there is a Hemisphere Park.
there is, maybe you could just say it's Hemisphere Park. It's really,
There's historic gardens next to the Alamo Dome.
No, it's not.
it's a small
There's
park.
Roosevelt Park,
It's, no, it's not Roosevelt. It's a s-
Concepcion Park.
No, it's small. It's not even a big.
I know we don't have a quorum, but also, the next thing on the item that we can maybe save it for the next meeting, being that we're still early in the season, early in the year, is the 2020 plan for park events. I give you a little, you can take a look at that. Pretty much it's the plan for the whole year as far as outdoor events and stuff like that. Bike rides, I want to start emphasizing bike rides as well.
Oh, I just lost it. Yanagawa Park. Yanagawa Park.
Yes. Maybe that's not an Asian name, but it sounded Asian.
It sounds like it.
That's the park. Yeah, Yanagawana.
Yanagawa.
Yeah.
Can you spell
That
that?
sounds like Indian.
YANAGUANA Garden. And it's part of the Hemisphere Park.
Yes.
YANA?
YANAGUANA.
And I mean, maybe that is just too expensive. But I was there and I loved it, and it didn't seem that big, and it seemed like something we could have here. It wasn't grass or landscaping intensive, although it had nice landscaping. It just was kind of funky, and the kids could climb, and I just really liked it. So if you can swing by there, that would be really
Sure.
awesome on the way back.
We can do it. We talk about this, or we wait till the next,
You can, I know, because you can't vote.
yeah, but there's nothing to vote, it's just a staff
No,
report.
pero to put it to the,
Oh, you can vote, yeah.
Is that action item number 3?
It's a staff report,
Staff report. It's in our folder.
preliminary plan for the
What's the
2020.
copy again, Ms. Morano?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
A request for items for next meeting?
for next meeting, yeah, we can.
So
put
this
it
doesn't
aside.
include any of the holiday,
Not yet, no.
not
No.
yet, okay.
No, this is kind of our,
So this is the good time to bring it up to council,
yes.
you know, as you guys are solidifying.
Right,
2020.
and council support ladies have this as well.
Okay,
Well, we haven't put the Christmas date, we haven't gone as far as Christmas because we don't know their dates, you know, so it's kind of, one of the things I personally want to do, I told our staff is, we have a lot of nice bikes, we want a lot of nice trails, we want bike days, which is starting January 18th, all the way down to September the 5th and the 19th. Yeah, we'll come up with a plan. Family day out, you have the canoeing, the kayaking, and archery, bike rides. And what we're trying to do is move it, I hate to say north, south, you know, just all over Laredo, east, west, south, north, all over different parks. And then, as you know, our recreation department is having their outdoor concerts in the park. So we had an outdoor concert park at North Central Park, and then we had one at Independence. So now we want to use 7 different parks around the city to have concerts. So the next one, as you can see, the Selena Quintanilla Tribute Park to me is at the Outlet Park, at the Outlet Mall Park. And we're gonna go to Cigarroa and then work our way back We're gonna go to Unitrade, because now we have a new platform for Unitrade, we have a concert there. And then go back to the North Central Park. So we will be rotating around the city so everybody can kind of be involved in different areas of town. One thing new that's coming up is, as you can see, March the 2nd through the 7th is the senior games. We're having senior Olympics for people 50 and over. Bowling, tennis, golf, running, 3Ks. So there's going to be a lot for the first time. We'll be hosting them in different areas throughout the city for the senior events for ages 50 and over. And we'll give you more details on that. For the first time ever, we're having a Streets of Laredo marathon, a full marathon, that we want to make it to qualify to the Boston Marathon. Let's qualify for the Boston Marathon. And work our way east, all the way down to Casablanca, down to Pearson, all the way up to North Central Park, towards the Mines Road, and end up at the Outlet Mall. And if everything goes as expected, we're expecting anywhere between 400 to 500 people for that marathon. It will be a Boston qualifier. So we're trying to make it to a Boston qualifier so we can have a lot of good participants in it. So, and that's 2 weeks right after the the big marathon they have in Austin. So it's 2 weeks right after that.
When is Rio Fest?
Rio Fest, is it here? Okay, so Rio Fest is not ours, it's more environmental.
Okay.
So Rio Fest, from my last discussion with them, oh God, I want to say that it's in March.
Okay.
Okay, that's the Rio Fest.
But that's environmental.
That's environmental. We're helping a little bit, but we're not taking the charge on that.
Okay.
That's environmental, yeah. And then we have, for the first time, we're having a rugby tournament as well, in the 25th of January this month. For the first time also, we're having a corn festival, where we're gonna have like a tamale, menudo, anything has to do with corn. We're around there at Unitrade Stadium, use a parking lot and have like a tamale fest with concerts and everything, menudo, anything has to do with corn, so that's what, get more people involved there as well, so. We're trying to outreach and-
How did the reenactment go?
It went well. I actually was out of town that day. I had to step out for, I know Miss Stanley's not here, nor Nora, but it went well. We had a total of about 400 to 500 people throughout the whole day.
Oh, wow.
So it went, it went pretty good. The weather was nice that day and we had a good turnout.
So enough to have it again?
Oh yeah, we just haven't figured out, again, we had it in North Central Park, and now we're gonna have it something similar over here on the east or the west or the south.
Sorry, I missed it. What was this about, or?
Pioneer Day. So Pioneer is the reenactment of, you know how those guys get dressed up, yeah, in their outfits for back in the civil service. People from San Antonio, Austin that did reenactments, and then at the same time we had booths of games and stuff like that. So the first time, I think the crowd when we had. But like anything else, we have to promote it, we have to get it out there, we have to let the public know. Which, by the way, FYI,
What are they reenacting? Like the Mexicans?
no, it's
Somewhere western.
some kind of Western stagecoach, we got some stagecoach.
Indians? or-
Yeah, but it wasn't Indians, it was more,
So I mean, not for this area.
Yeah,
Like, it
no.
wasn't a historical reenactment for
Shouldn't
like
it be a
Laredo.
historical reenactment for this area?
yeah, we can't.
Something at LCC.
Yeah.
With some,
Oh,
Maybe like 400 times, but it was just it's a tour that these guys do with pioneers, and they were able to bring him in.
Something different to do.
Yeah, oh yeah, I never said I was here, but I saw pictures and pretty interesting with what they did. Saw videos of it. So with that being said, as of yesterday, our new website kicked off. Our Parks and Rec. Send the link to everybody.
Yeah, I'd like to
Well,
see
Gloria will send everybody the link tomorrow morning. Do you have the link? I have it in my email. My
Put the
link is
link
there.
on
Me lo mandó Andy Castellano.
I saw that the city is like incorporated with the city's new website as well. I
Yes.
saw that they-
that. Put the link on Facebook, on your
Okay.
Parks and Rec
On
page.
our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Also, over the holidays, I did get good feedback on some of the work that y'all were doing with the sharing of Facebook stuff. So, like I had mentioned, maybe we can try and see, so maybe some Facebook money can be incorporated because, you know, that way, you know, how we had said and throwing into, where you need to add money, so, you know, you're able to promote around that park.
Right.
Whenever there's an event going on there, everything will.
I mean, I don't know if you do this, but I think have now a way where they can text parents about stuff. Maybe working with principals.
That's the reminder.
The reminder, working with principals saying, hey, you know, if you're doing one in the Milton Ryan area, hey, we're gonna have this event, you know, today,
Correct.
and then blast it, you know, through the school.
Sure.
That'd be great.
So one thing that I've done, Mr. Ron, is, and I've told our guys, let's say we're having one in Milton Ryan, then, let's say we're having something at First Responders Park, because that's closer to Milton and Ryan.
Right.
Then that area, we make flyers and we go take it to the schools and we email it to them as well. And they kind of pass it around among the campuses there in the school to promote the event. Of course, the kids can go out. And LISD, I found out LISD and UISD, I got a hold of their public information people and then they send it out to school district completely. And then I didn't think about the reminder, so that's a good idea also as well.
Yeah, because sometimes the flyers the kids don't give up.
Yeah,
they
no, I know.
but
Right.
everybody.
Sure, good idea.
I know, like Mr. Pro from there, he does it for everything in the area. You tell him, and it works. People show up,
Yes, they do.
and it doesn't cost you anything.
No, everything's through text. Everything's through text. So we'll have more information, hopefully we'll get more of a final calendar for you, I do want to kind of bring this up to you all as well. Okay? Well, I don't think I'm there, but I'm just kind of
We work on our homework.
yes, you have homework. I'll send you over.
Around the San Antonio area were called the Payaya Indians. And
He said,
they would
that
close
what
the
you know?
village
How you doing?
for the river.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Cool.
enjoying it, enjoying the gravity.
Now they're gonna go to Vegas.
It's a cool thing.
They're gonna go to Vegas every month now.
It's just not the right one,
Came back.
not the right folder.
Not the way to go.
That's the right one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Went to-